Hello, leader. Welcome back to our series all about new hire onboarding, where we're breaking down the hire, regret, repeat cycle that so many small business owners like you are suffering through. This is the second episode in this particular series. Maybe this sounds familiar to you. You think you found the person who's going to up-level your whole team. Your hopes are high. You bring them in. You offer up some training. You think you've shared all the things that they need for a smooth onboarding. They get into it, and then a few weeks go by, and you're noticing times where they seem confused, disengaged even. Something's off, and you're wondering if it's you, the team, or the new hire. Most often, the problem is in the onboarding process itself. Now, we created this series to help you intentionally design an onboarding experience that reflects the kind of leader you want to be and the culture you're working to build. We'll uncover what's missing, improve what's inconsistent, and create a repeatable approach that helps every new hire feel like they belong from the very beginning and confident that they made the right decision by joining your team. Now, you might be thinking that you don't have time nor the energy to invest in refining your onboarding process. Sure, okay, but how much is it costing you to keep doing the same thing over and over again and finding out that you're paying people really well for a job they're not doing so well? Yikes, that burns. It really is time to take a hard look at how you're setting people up to join your team. Welcome to the Stacking Your Team podcast, smart leadership for women who mean business. If your business has grown and your team has grown, but it still feels like too much depends on you, this is your podcast. I'm your host, Shelli Warren. Each week, you'll get practical leadership strategies to help you build leaders, create more accountability across your whole team, and stop being the default decision maker in your business. Because your business should be able to grow without requiring more of you. So let's get to it with this reminder. The team that got you here may not be the team that will get you there. Let's go. One of the biggest mistakes I see business owners make is believing onboarding starts when a new hire walks through the front door. It doesn't. It starts the moment they accept your job offer. From that point until they arrive on day one, they're filling in the blanks on their own. They're wondering, what happens when I get there? Who's going to meet me? What should I wear? Do I bring lunch? Where do I park? Am I going to feel awkward? Did I make the right decision? The silence between accepting the job offer and day one can be deafening, and it definitely creates uncertainty. Great leaders replace that uncertainty with confidence. And one of the simplest ways to do that is with a thoughtful welcome email. Not your job offer letter or email, not your payroll paperwork email full of forms to be completed, but a completely separate email. Why not up-level this by recording the gist of the email within a video? Here are some ideas on how to make your welcome email the first wow moment for your newest team member. I actually like to use this subject line, what you can expect on your first day with us. That immediately communicates something important. It says, we've thought about you before you've even arrived. That, to me, is your very first proof of the kind of team culture you offer in your small business. So what should be inside this email? I like to tell clients to think about every question they had before their own first day at a new job. Better yet, I challenge them to ask their own team members. This can be a great team meeting topic, or you can gather your team for a shared lunch to capture their suggestions. It can be fun and eye-opening to hear their stories. Here are some examples of questions to answer before your newest team member arrives by sending them a welcome email. The first up, give them a simple agenda. Don't overwhelm them. This isn't an itinerary, just a few bullet points. So here's some examples. First thing, meet our founder, meet your team leader, meet your trainer, tour your workspace, meet a few team members. Lunch is on us. Learn about our history and systems. and then end of the day check-in. Notice what this does. Instead of imagining 8 hours of uncertainty, they can picture their day, and that alone will lower their anxiety. The next thing you're going to include in this welcome email is tell them the start and end time. Now, this seems obvious, yet so many businesses forget that your new hire is trying to coordinate childcare, transportation, maybe a commute, supper plans, and family schedules, so don't make them guess. Also introduce their person to them. Now, this is one of my biggest suggestions that I make with my clients. Every new hire should know exactly one name before they arrive. Not 3, 1. Tell them, this is Sarah. She's your team leader. And include their role title, a bit about their role, their work phone number, their email address at work. And of course, you want to include a headshot of Sarah. You can add another wow factor by having Sarah record a short video. It could be something as simple as this. Hi, Jennifer. I'm Sarah. I'll be your team leader who will be overseeing your onboarding. I wanted to say how excited we are that you're joining our team. I'll meet you on Monday the 12th at 8:30 a.m. in our front lobby. Don't worry about remembering everything. My job is to help you feel comfortable and answer every question you have. I'll see you next week. That short video does something memorable. It changes day one from walking into a building full of strangers to meeting someone they already recognize. That's a world-class onboarding experience. Now, within your welcome email, go the extra mile and include some direction on what to do if things go sideways the morning of their first day. Now, you might think this is overkill, but I disagree. It's very caring and also demonstrates that you know problems can arise even on the most well-planned journey to your new job. Include some insights on how to handle things like if the weather changes, if traffic happens, if they get lost, or if they can't find parking. What else should you include in that welcome email? Tell them exactly where to meet. Never assume that they'll know. So instead of saying, come to the office, tell them which entrance, or meet me at the front desk, or I'll be watching for you at the side door. Remove every opportunity for uncertainty. What else? Tell them what to bring. This is one of those surprisingly stressful questions for any new hire. New people are wondering about things like this. Should I bring banking information and my ID? Am I supposed to bring a direct deposit form? What about my emergency contact information? Do you want copies of my certification documents? Should I bring a notebook or my personal laptop? Tell them. Don't let them spend the evening before wondering if they're forgetting something. Remember, they want to look competent on day one. Here's another important one that's often overlooked, so make sure you include this in your welcome email. Tell them what to wear. Never leave dress code open to interpretation. Instead, clearly state what you expect. And remember that what they wear on day one will set the tone for every other day. So don't confuse them. Tell them what to wear. Say things like business casual, scrubs. Jeans are fine, but no ripped jeans. T-shirts are fine, but no vulgar sayings or graphics. Comfortable shoes. Or we're going to supply you with a company uniform. You'd be amazed how much confidence this creates. Next up, tell them about lunch. Now, this sounds so small, but it really isn't. They're wondering, should I bring my lunch? Will the team take me out? Is there a refrigerator? What about a microwave? Will I be able to get coffee there or will I have to go out? These little details communicate, we've thought about you. Now, you might be wondering, why does all this matter? Can't they just learn about the details when they get here? Okay, I hear you. Business owners often think onboarding is about transferring information, but it isn't. It's about reducing uncertainty. Every unanswered question creates anxiety, while every answered question creates trust. And trust is what allows people to learn. That's what you want. Accelerated learning, so that they can hit the ground running in their role and add value quickly. Sending this type of comprehensive welcome email showcases how seriously you take building a team, because you know that exceptional onboarding doesn't happen by chance. It happens through intentional leadership. Every detail sends a message, and this email tells your new hire, we've planned for your arrival. We're excited you're here, and we're committed to helping you succeed. If this episode made you realize that your onboarding process is mostly about paperwork, policies, and passwords, it might be time for a redesign. Inside the Leadership Lab, we build onboarding systems that create confident people, stronger leaders, competent trainers, and workplaces where people know exactly what's expected of them from day one. Imagine having a repeatable onboarding system that your team confidently delivers with very little involvement from you. Every new hire receives the same high-quality experience. Your culture is consistently reinforced and nothing falls through the cracks. This isn't wishful thinking. It's exactly what my clients build. And it's exactly what my clients now have, and many of them say it's one of the reasons they became more willing to let underperforming people go, because they stopped seeing hiring and onboarding as a daunting task and started seeing it as a repeatable leadership process. And here's the thing. There comes a point when generic leadership advice just isn't enough. You need someone who can look at your business, your team, and your leadership challenges and help you decide what to do next. Inside the Leadership Lab, we will work through real situations that you're facing. Together, we're going to build leaders, strengthen accountability, and create a business that can thrive without everything flowing through you. Applications are now open for September. I'd love to welcome you inside the Leadership Lab. Apply today. Just pop over to our website at stackingyourteam.com to get all the details. You know it's time.
This is Ellie. Come back next Tuesday. My Mimi will have another episode for you.